Good morning, everyone. It's Crypto Meow Analysis coming at you with an update video on Bitcoin. So, nothing really to look at Bitcoin. Obviously, we got rejected again at critical area of resistance, which is between $67,000 and $72,000. Unfortunately, we have not been able to break this area, which leads me to believe that we are closing in on the next capitulation down, which is either going to be a retest of 60 or it's going to be the weekly 200-day moving average, followed by a deeper correction to 43,000. Obviously, once we'll get to why we have these bars again. I mean, I say it every single time, but we do get new viewers, so I'll explain that a little bit later. But we are under all on the daily time frame. We are under all of the moving averages, so the 20, 50, 100, and 200. So it is pretty bearish as of right now. And again, we keep getting rejected at 67 to 72,000. So the bullish case scenario for Bitcoin right now would be to break this area of resistance and make our way to 81,000. But keep in mind that is critical resistance because you're still validating this downtrend even once we do break this area that we have that we drew a purple box on. So this area of resistance, which is indicated by this purple box. So a lot of resistance to break to the top side, and on the downside 70,000 does need to hold, otherwise you are looking at the next move down. Now taking a look at Bitcoin on the weekly, so first and foremost we are closing in on the 200-day moving average, which as of right now is around 58,500. Keep in mind the reason why that's why that's really important and why this area down here is personally when I will be buying Bitcoin is because every single time historically that we've broken below the 200-day moving average, we have capitulated around 29 to 30%. So back in 2015, it was around 29%. Back in 2020, it was 29%. Back in 2022, once you broke this, it was around 29%. And the price that it will be once we do break the 200-day moving average is going to be around 40 to 43,000, indicating that that's around a 29-30% drop. The reason why I also have 43,000 is because that is the next area of macro support around 43,000, which is the 0.5. Doesn't necessarily have to come all the way back down. I don't think it is going to come back down. I don't think that we're going to break below 40 at this point. But well, anything can happen. We could have World War III, and that could no one could foresee that coming. So as far as still everything remaining the same, 40 to 43,000 is I think is the bottom for BTC. Now taking a look at the Gaussian channel, which I really like. Typically, whenever we break into this channel, you have around 140 days of consolidation and basically chopping around before you capitulate and print red. Okay, back here it was around 175 days. First time was 140 days, and then you actually printed red. Back in 2022, it was around 175 days still. You broke into the channel, chopped around for 175 days, and then you capitulated it, printed red. We haven't printed red yet, but we are closing in on printing red. So keep in mind that once we do actually finally print red, then we can start seeing, okay, well, how long do we last in red? And that's personally when I will be buying Bitcoin, is when we do start printing red on the Gaussian channel. You can see that even in the beginning, it didn't mark a bottom. So there's a lot of downside potential and capitulation, which I think that if we do get, we are going to get that big move down to this area once we do print red. Maybe 1 or 2 weeks after we print red, but it hasn't been red yet, so we don't need to redraw anything as of right now. But obviously, a lot of bearish signals are going off right now. Obviously, extremely oversold RSI on the weekly time frame. Gaussian channel is about to turn red, and we're about to lose, and we can't get through critical area of resistance. So a lot of bearish stuff. But anyway, it's good for me because I get to actually buy BTC at these levels. So, you know, next video, I actually might be able to show my Robinhood and say, hey guys, I'm buying my next 0.008 BTC so I can have 0.01 BTC and then start dollar cost averaging down like that, buying 0.01 BTC. I know it's 1/100th of a BTC, but still, it's starting. I mean, obviously, I'll hopefully be able to buy 0.1 at around anything under 43,000, which it'll be like 4 grand for every 1/10, which at that point it'll make sense. Like, it'll be my best case scenario. But anyway, I will keep you guys updated. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support. If you found this content helpful, please make sure you drop a comment below. Please like and subscribe to the video. Where do you think Bitcoin is headed? Do you think we are bearish? Do you think we're going to go that deep? Where do you think we're going to bottom? And do you think we're in a super cycle and we're going to just break out at 81,000? Thank you so much, and I will catch you all in the next video.